Hello again, folks. It's Barry with Barry's 8-Track and Classic Car Radio Repair, and today's demonstration is going to be on the very popular Delco T-400 8-Track player. This goes in Oldsmobiles, Chevys, Pontiacs, and I'm not really sure what else, but this is actually a unit that I'm replacing a customer's unit. Customer's unit turned out to be pretty much a lemon, just kept breaking down, so I just happen to have one of these that I'm giving him in its place. And so we're going to just run it through all of its paces and make sure that everything works before we send her back. It has a new head, resurfaced cap stand, and all my other usual service procedures done. And one thing about these Delcos is that in a system that has the Delco 8-track and separate radio, the speaker switching actually occurs in the 8-track section. So the speakers connect to the 8-track instead of the radio, and then when there's no tape inserted, it just passes the speakers on to the radio so that the radio goes through the speakers. Now, most of your Delco units have an 8-pin connector, which is a little bit easier to figure out. The Oldsmobile has 4 different types of connectors, and so just to eliminate any confusion, I usually go ahead and label the wires on all the connectors. It's a little bit cumbersome and messy, but it can be very helpful when the customer is actually hooking it up in his car and maybe has a problem and needs to know what wires connect to what inside the 8-track connector. Because some of these units are missing the connectors, some cars are missing the connectors, so the customer may have to hardwire some stuff. We'll get to that more on that later. We're going to go ahead and test the 8-track, make sure everything works. We got some Jeannie C. Riley coming up here, and here we go. And we'll just bring our output level meters in the picture for a moment so we can check the balance control. Okay, balance all the way left, all the way right, left, right. Alrighty. Both speakers, and we don't need the meters anymore, so we'll just go back to the unit. We're going to switch tracks a bunch of times. For this cotton patch, an ordinary woman whom sitting this will say that I'm gone, that all my sons I knew they'd be slave and cradle. Papa's been trying to pair me up with everybody knows that sipping shirt cries a lot, but if I forget Okay, so that part's done. And now, as I mentioned earlier, when there's no tape inserted, now this unit also handles the 12-volt power switching. And when there's no tape inserted, it sends 12 volts to the radio in addition to connecting the speakers to the radio. I have those wires labeled as well. And so now we're just going to feed a quick tone into the connectors that send the signal to the radio. And this is going to be just to be a soft tone. This is going to be what connects to the left radio output, and we can see that it's passing the signal. And then we have one that sends it to the right radio output, and we're going to make sure that one sends a signal as well. And that's the center terminal here. Okay, and as you can see, it passes that tone to the right radio output also. I've already checked to make sure that it sends the voltage to the radio, so that completes the test. There's a pretty simple unit to test. There's not a whole lot to test on it since it's not a conversion, it's just an 8-track player. So I will move on to the next job. And once again, I am Barry with Barry's 8-Track and Classic Car Radio Repair. If you have an 8-track unit, either for home or for car use and need a service, needless to say, I'm your guy. You can reach me at 928-533-9666. I also perform FM conversions on classic car AM radios. I can even add Bluetooth, USB reader, aux input, and probably a couple other cool things. So this unit is for Mitch in San Dimas, California. It's out of an Oldsmobile, needless to say. I don't have his paperwork right in front of me, so I don't know exactly which car, but we've confirmed that everything's operating properly and she's ready to go to the customer. My website is in the description below. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and we'll see you next time.